Alright, good morning gamers, and welcome back to my random talk. That's not so random, and we're here, back on Void Breakers, you already know. And, well, let's look at this absolutely garbage setup that I have. I'm definitely gonna remove that. Last time I talked about how PvP is killing multiplayer games, or multiplayer games with PvP in it are kind of dying. Because people are kind of getting sick of PvP, I think, for the most part. But what was today's random talk gonna be? Probably about the DGG Asmongold situation, but let me tell you, I think it's absolutely not even worth talking about anymore. It's kind of just ridiculous in so many ways, right? But what did happen in the news is that I guess there's some talks about E33 not being removed, but their awards are being removed, right? Because they have been caught with having AI content. If you don't know, some of the text, some of their textures were being found to have made with AI, like AI textures, right? But my thing is like, if you're gonna sit there and remove holy fuck. If you're gonna sit there and remove E33 for AI textures, right? Or having AI content, then you gotta remove a lot of video games that use AI tools in general to help make the video game. Or like, you're gonna have to like remove No Man's Sky because their entire video game is procedurally generated, right? Like, I think in today's society it's absolutely ridiculous to sit there and kind of shit on AI games or games that have AI content in them, just because it's like every game is gonna have it. Like every game is gonna use AI tools for development. Every game is gonna use gonna probably have AI content in it, right? Like that's just sure. Yeah, every game is just gonna have AI associated with it in some capacity or another. It's definitely not gonna. It's definitely not gonna be trash, right? Like it's not gonna be like, oh well, Black Ops 7, right? You know, like that. I understand why it was never even nominated in the first place. But if you're gonna like, you can't strip a game of its awards afterwards because of AI content. If that was never part of the like deal, that you can't like you can't win the award because of AI in it. You might as well just have never even nominated it. And I think it's even bigger of a deal because of the fact that like it wasn't like it's new news. Like it wasn't like it's, oh well, we never knew. We always knew. Like, brother, when Black Ops 7 was reviewed to have most of its like content be AI in it, we like all the gurus went down and was like, okay, so what games does have AI in it and what games don't have AI in it? And it was found out, like, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, a lot of video games did have AI in it or AI content. Who would have been who would have known, right? I mean, bro, the next Kingdom Hearts talked about how they're gonna have AI. There we go. Just because I don't really want to deal with trying to. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts said they're gonna use AI content in it, and I think really anybody who cares about video games having AI content in it, you're kind of not seeing the point of like, oh, the game is good. You're just seeing the point of the game has AI in it, AI content. It's like, brother, if like we use ChatGPT on a daily. This is kind of clutch. I'm gonna try this out. Like we use ChatGPT on a daily. Like, we really do. No one sits there and be like, oh man, like stop using ChatGPT. Like bro, like in college, my professors would tell you like if you need information, go to ChatGPT if you really need to. Just don't make your entire essay out of ChatGPT, right? I think it was think it was very much that simple. That you don't make your entire product from AI, but having AI assistance or even having a little bit of AI in it is not like the worst thing in existence, brother. Okay. Well, you're gonna die. You're gonna die a very, very painful death. Okay, wait, what? You were supposed to die a very painful death. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's like, let me put this in this kind of perspective, right? In the law, how the law works, right? If we make a new law, but you committed the crime before the law was in place, we cannot convict you of that crime. So, for example, right? I'm gonna use jaywalking because I think jaywalking is a little bit, you know, everyone does it, right? If we didn't have a jaywalking law, right, and you jaywalked yesterday, and today, you know, tomorrow, we put in the jaywalking law, we cannot convict you of jaywalking from yesterday because it was never prohibited to begin with yesterday. Now it is. So if you jaywalk today, or you know, if you jaywalk any of the time after it was in place, then you get convicted. And it's just that simple because it's a fairness statement, right? Like, why get convicted of a crime that, you know, wasn't even a crime to begin with, and then afterwards now we're trying to convict you of it? It's like, no, that doesn't really make sense, right? Like that doesn't seem very fair in most people's eyes, right? And I wouldn't really support it. Okay. Right? I wouldn't really support it. And I don't think most people would support it in that way. So if the Game Awards does remove Play Obscure's 33 awards because of the fact that, you know, it was caught having AI in it after they gave them the awards already, I would say that you're complete bullshit. Like, you, and as I said before, No Man's Sky that wins awards also, then they probably should get removed also. Like, procedurally generated content is technically not man-made content. It is AI scripted content, right? Like, that's, I mean, it's in the most basic form, but I don't think, you know, how high up on the pyramid of AI matters, to be honest. It's just, was there AI in general, right? You know, like, we're not gonna sit here and be like, oh well, AI tools for graphic design is different than AI, and then AI web browsing tools, right? Like that, you know, like, it's all AI, right? It's if it's AI, it's AI at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter how much AI it is, you know. So if I was Clear Obscure 33 and I saw that kind of news, I would definitely be highly upset. Honestly, I would just be like, you're kind of just bullshitting me because of the fact that the public doesn't support me winning, like, what, like 9 awards or whatever, right? Like the most amount of awards that any game has ever won in a single game of the year. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't kind of support it in that kind of way. So we'll see what happens. I haven't really seen any like official magazines. I've seen like Polygon talk about it, but I haven't seen like, you know, Clear Obscure 33 talk about it. I've seen like Moist Critical kind of see the news and talked about it a little bit. And I'm not like an AI glazer, right? Like, that's not my thing. But if you do hate on AI, I understand why there are reasons to hate on AI. But with every technology, literally every technology has gone through this phase of no one supports it, it's removing jobs, yada yada yada, and being afraid of it. And I'm not gonna say, oh well, it's not valid reasons to be afraid of it. I'm just saying that it's inevitable, and then once every company kind of starts using AI, we'll probably see, oh, that's nice. We'll probably see a see the prices go down. Like, that's just simple economics. Like, simple economics is just, it starts, you know, inflation goes up, inflation eventually goes down because it gets normalized and this stuff. Like the market will always balance itself out. Now, how long will it take for the market to balance itself out? I don't know. But the market always balances itself out. I mean, if you look at the CSGO market where it was, you know, crashing, it's kind of pretty much balanced itself out for the most part. It's not as bad as, you know, as it originally, you know, when it originally crashed. That's for sure. Right? But I do think this kind of like acting like AI is just a bubble is, you know, it's never gonna become prominent, and it's never gonna keep a, no, like you're never gonna convince a multi-billion-dollar industry to not use AI. Because you know why? The multi-billion-dollar industry sees the future of AI being, we can do everything in a shorter period of time. Like, technology is always just about efficiency, and if they didn't feel like it was making things more efficient, they wouldn't do it. If they didn't feel like it was gonna cut back costs, they wouldn't do it, right? Like, Google didn't remove 100,000 people from one single AI if they didn't feel like the AI was gonna pay itself back off, right? Like 100, like if you don't know in business, your biggest expenditure in business is human resources are the most expensive in the like expenditure. You know, like you're talking about, oh, I have to pay every single individual here like a 6-figure salary when I could just pay one AI, not even a 6-figure salary. Brother, do some basic, like do some, you don't even have to do the math, just do like basic like understanding. You're like, that's hundreds of thousands to millions of money that I can save with one AI doing the same job as all of them. I mean, it sounds bad, but that's kind of how, that's just kind of the world works, right? That doesn't mean that there would never be a future for like human resources. There will always be a future for human resources because people are social animals at the end of the day. So maybe like big conglomerate companies can get rid of people, but like small corporations and people who deal with small corporations, like they kind of do need humans still, just to keep that kind of human element going. Like if you ever open up like, okay, have to get, let's say you know somebody who has to get like medication, right? And they go to like CVS and they talk about how like they have to sit there and they have to talk to a fucking AI the whole time. That's kind of like the complaint, right? Like I have to sit there and talk to an AI robot telling me like, oh, press 1 to do this, press 2 to do that. And you're just like, bro, just take me to like an actual person so I can just tell them my fucking problem so we can figure this out quicker, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as you talk about like productivity and creating something, no, like an AI can just do that way quicker for more efficiently for a cheaper cost. And people are talking about like, oh, AI now sucks. It's like, well, no duh. Like what? Like ChatGPT came out in what, 2020? Bro, we're at 2025. Like 10 years down the line, we're gonna have some of the most like, we're gonna have AI that has solved all of this like issues that we talk about now, and no one really gonna complain about it. Like we talk about AI in a bad light simply because of the fact. Yeah, simply because of the fact that, yeah, it's pretty poor quality right now, but it's all about like, well, what happens when the poor quality is gone, right? Well, no one complains, right? Like Black Ops 7, we all hate on Black Ops 7 AI because Black Ops 7 sucks. Like Black Ops 7's quality sucks. Once we make video games out of AI that doesn't, you know, suck, and they're like really good, no one's gonna complain. The average user doesn't complain. You're always about quality over everything, right? Like that's just, by the way, that's kind of broken, the reduced recoil. What the heck? Hold on, I want to see how much my grenade does. Oh my god, 2k, Jesus. Ooh. Right. So that's kind of just how I feel like about like trying to remove Clips Gear 33's, you know, game of the year award or indie game of the year. It's just like, no, you're just doing it because of the fact that you like the public hates on it right now because they want so much shit and they feel like. But it's like if you really look at like games this year, it's like between Clips Gear 33, it's like there's not that many other games, right? Like, I mean, for indie games, there's a lot of games, right? But I mean, for like major big games, it's really not that many. So, yeah, AI pretty much inevitable. To be honest, it's like you're never gonna get rid of it. You're never gonna tell these companies to stop doing it. Yeah, the prices are gonna go up right now, but like they're eventually gonna go back down. It's kind of just how money works and the world works, right? Bah! And I missed that. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah. But that's probably it for this video, really. Like, yeah, like AI, I mean, it is here to stay. It's gonna always happen, and here we are now. Should I? Wait, what the heck is this? Hey, that's not nice. Should I do another run? Nah, I kind of want to see some of the other stuff. Yeah. Removing Clips Gear 33's awards, I think is absolutely stupid. Hating on AI and acting like it's only in a bubble is kind of stupid. Acting like it's never gonna become anything, or these companies aren't gonna really benefit from any of that is, my opinion, stupid. And acting like AI is always gonna suck or be inadequate to human is not the worst ideology, but also stupid in my opinion. It's the future. Productivity is gonna go up, efficiency is gonna go up, cheapness of cost is gonna go up, and all these people who get these, you know, computer science degrees and all of these other degrees, you're gonna probably have to start working for, unfortunately, probably less money. I'll be honest with you. And that's it. Dale, love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next morning.